Hey, what's going on there, YouTubers? I hope you guys are having a great day. My name is Haagen-Dazs Nuts, and today I have a commentary for you about 3 million people who have the same thing that I do, boys and girls alike. And I don't see it as a disability at all. I actually see it as something great, and these are the reasons why. Um, a powerful man once said that if you can conquer yourself, you can conquer the world. I stay true to that, and I really do believe in that 100% of the time, no matter what. As long as you can conquer the things that you have problems with yourself, then you can do anything in this world, and that's something incredible. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about having a stutter. And I'm not talking about, oh yeah, I had one when I was a kid. No, I mean, like, you have one for like the rest of your life. You have to work on it day in and day out to to actually do a task that like you deem as simple every single day. That's a challenge to us, and that's just speaking. And then this is not at all trying to be like an inspirational commentary, but I'm just trying to give you guys some information about it, and just some point of view into my life and the way that I think about it. And first things first is that I started stuttering at about the age of 6, and that's what my parents have told me, because I don't remember age 6 at all. Like, I barely remember probably age 7, maybe 8, so I don't remember that, but that's what they told me. And that's very, very common for a lot of people who have a stutter as well. So, it's that we start stuttering at the age of 6, and they always show the symptoms, but it always just turns into worse and worse and worse. Because as kids, we don't know what we're saying. We just say what we want, but I had like Twitch, with it, like when I couldn't say anything, so it was really, really bad. And then I've been in speech therapy practically my whole life when I've been in school, and I didn't really do much speech therapy outside of school. But I did, and I cost my parents a lot of money, and I never really stick to it, and I felt so bad about it. To this day, I still feel like crap for it. But is that, yeah, in elementary school, the speech therapy there was kind of stupid, because they put me in with kids who, couldn't really say the S, sound very right, so it's like, why are you putting me with them when like they can actually say it, because I can't even say the S sound, it's just and which I couldn't even say, so it was just really, really bad. And then when it got to junior high, it got a lot better, because I learned the basics of how to kind of control it in a way, so I learned the basics of that, and that really helped. But it wasn't until my high school years till I really got good at speaking, really, because I was always so awkward. I was always so awkward when I was growing up, and it wasn't until like my sophomore year when I actually met one of my best friends, who I still haven't talked to this day because he moved away, and it's a total bummer. But is that he is a male cheerleader, and he would invite me to go to his competitions with him, and I'm like, oh well, okay, I'll go. And there are so many girls. I mean, guys, it's cheerleading. It's girls in short shorts, and they're sexy. It's so much fun. So I would go with him, and then I would tell him, like, dude, I want to talk to the girls, but I can't, because my speech. And he's like, dude, they will probably see it as cute. So just like try and act cute. And I'm like, oh, okay, So that's what I did. And guys, if you get anything from this commentary, it's, don't be afraid to do something, because the only way that you'll get better is by failing, trial and error. That's literally it. That's the only way that you will get better. Solely it. That's it, really. I can't tell you how many girls I talked to before I finally got one girl's number. One girl's number. It was so many, because, they would always see me as cute, but very awkward, guy. And I was, and it wasn't till that time that I started coming out of my shell and actually doing things that I thought were scary, that like nowadays I just do it in second nature. I don't even think about it. I just act upon it, and it just happens. It's just one of those things. Like, now I'm like a social butterfly. I just fly to where all of the people are, and I talk to them and I crack jokes, and it's just something that I do now. It's just just one of those things, and so that's what I would do there, and that is when I started really coming out of my shell, but at the same time that was the time that I started really dedicating myself to my speech therapy, and I know that my speech is a lot better than most stutterers out there, because like mine is relatively mild. I mean, relatively mild, because if you guys don't know, stuttering is genetic. It is genetic, because my grandfather, he has it, or he had it, because it's gone now, and then his brother, or I think it's his cousin, he also had it too, but it worse. And then my cousin now, she has it, but it's not like she can't say anything. It's just that she just does the da 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 da, and that's it. So it's not like too bad, but I had it bad, and I had to kick my ass to get to where I am today. I mean, granted, it's not fully cured, obviously, because like you can never cure stuttering. I mean, it's always gonna be there, but obviously throughout your lifespan, you obviously learn ways to fight it. Is what I want to say, like fight it, and like you just find ways to manage it. There you go, manage it. And that's pretty much all you can do is just find ways to manage it, and that's something that's always tough. I mean, I've been asked this a few times, but it's more of like a question that I think to myself is, like they always ask me, don't you wish you never had a stutter in the first place? And to those people who are probably thinking that right now, or who have asked me it, it's like, I sometimes wish that I never had it, but it's something that's made me, and I can't really say that to an extent, because mainly just because I've changed a lot, and now it's starting not to become as big of a part of my life as it did before, but I know that if I never had a stutter, I mean, I would not have this life that I have now. I mean, it would be completely different. I would probably have different interests. I would have a lot of different friends. Like I would have probably become one of those popular kids in school. And that's probably what I think would happen. But most of the time, I'm very grateful that I have a stutter, actually, because it's made me who I am, and I truly love me, and I like the things I like, and I love the people that I've come to know, because they like me for me. I mean, they don't see the stutter at all, even though they do hear it day in and day out, but they don't, they don't really pay much attention to it, because they just see me as who I am, and that's something that's awesome. And if you guys know anyone who has a stutter at all, please just take the time to listen to what they have to say, because they do have things that are important that you should hear, because they're just like everyone else. So don't treat them like they're like a cave troll or something. Like, oh my god, that's just like that. That's a little bit over the top. But they are good people. We are, very, very nice, but we do take longer to say what we want to say than normal people, obviously. But obviously that'll change when we grow up and we, start to learn, like, okay, like we really need to fix this, because I don't want to have a stutter for the rest of my life, and that's something that I'm still working on today. And but if there's anything that you guys can get from this commentary, whether you do have a stutter, or whether you know people who do have a stutter, or whether you know nobody who has a stutter at all, it's just, if you happen to know somebody, just try and help them out with it, but don't tell them what to do. Just be encouraging to help them out. Just say, like, hey, you can do this, and I know you can, and just take the time to actually do it with them. And if you know nobody who has a stutter, well, then, just be aware that, not everyone is fluent, because if you meet someone, with a stutter, then obviously you're like, whoa, you're like probably like really caught off guard, because I've caught a few people off guard with that. They're like, wait, what the hell was going on there? But if you do have a stutter, then just trial and error. Become the person you want to become and just work at it. And I know you can do it. I know you can, because if I can do it, then you guys can do it. So that's my time, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please subscribe at the top, and I'll love you guys a long time. Have a great